Welcome to The Actor's Choice, where the actors and actresses have a chance to talk about themselves and their careers. Join us now for the next hour as we explore the marvelous industry of acting by actors and actresses from today's exciting show business world. And now, direct from Hollywood, here's your host, Ron Brewington.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ron Brewington, and welcome to The Actor's Choice, brought to you by Photography as an Art, Harvey Randman, Master Photographer, located at 1307 North San Fernando Boulevard, Burbank, California. Attorney Ron Irwin's book, Haiku, Style, Passion, Heart. Author Larry Buford's book, To the Future, Time Travel, Message in a Capsule. State Farm agent Carla Green, and veteran actor Rob Brownstein's Actor Training School and Actor Space. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard yet, yesterday we lost Alex Trebek, longtime beloved host of the iconic game show Jeopardy! Alex was 80. As you know, he's been battling pancreas cancer for a long time, and he will be missed. So today we want to dedicate our show in honor of him. Alex Trebek, may you rest in peace, brother. We loved you. You did a lot for a lot of people. You taught us a lot, and you will be missed. Roll it, Tony. My first guest today is from Puerto Rico. She's an actress, a singer, and a philanthropist. She's also an international top model who in 2016 won the crown of Miss World, which you just saw. Now, you just saw her there when this magnificent event happened. And since then, she has used this platform to promote charitable causes around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stephanie Del Valle. My dear, hey, greetings. What I read your publicist, got to say, you got some great publicists there. Estrada PD, they take care of good business. They gave me this, I looked at all the things you've done. I said, this lady's done all this at this age. My goodness, congratulations. There's a couple of pictures we want to show. We showed a video, but I want to show just a couple of pictures and like you to come on in, say what you say about it. Tony, you ready to roll those pictures? The first one is you being named Miss World 2016.
Yeah.
Look at that look on your face.
That reaction, that picture actually went completely viral, especially here in Puerto Rico. Everyone was making memes of my reaction because it was so genuine. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to win the title of Miss World in 2016. So that's why I reacted in the way that I did.
Wow. The next one, here you are actually getting the crown.
Yeah, that was the crown for Miss World Puerto Rico. So that was really my first time ever doing anything like that was in the beauty pageant type world. Mm-hmm. So as well, that's why that reaction is so like, oh my goodness, what is happening? What did I just achieve? Because it really was an incredible feat.
Indeed, because a lot of girls would love to do what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've done so much. Here's the next one. You waving, first time, Miss World 2016. Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually, in that picture, that's actually Vanessa Ponce de Leon, Miss World 2018. She's from Mexico.
That's not you?
No.
Take that off, please.
That's okay, though. It's okay. She's one of my great friends.
Got you.
And also a wonderful Miss World.
Somebody told me something different. Okay. But here's the last one. This one, I thought it was beautiful. You hit it, Tony. Hit it. Oh, look at that.
That is such a funny picture. And actually, next to me, the girl that's in the orange top, that she's kind of not looking at the crown.
Yes.
That is the contestant that I ended up crowning, Manushi Chillar from India.
Ah, my goodness, it's amazing. It is.
I love that picture. That picture is one of my favorite from my whole year.
Yes. Stephanie, I bet you'll never, ever, ever forget that day.
No, never. I was 19 years old with 116 other incredible women all competing for the crown of Miss World, which really is more than just a title, because Miss World is very different to other pageants, because we're not focused on, doing all the red carpets and magazine covers and all these kinds of stuff. We really focus on the heart of Miss World, which is beauty with a purpose, and we use our platform to really create change.
Because I was wondering about this Miss World, there's Miss Universe, there's this Miss, there's all these cats.
Yes.
Wow.
So Miss World is actually the first ever international pageant, created in 1951. So it was really the trendsetter to every other pageant.
Excellent. And you were there.
And I'm part of that history. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Ma'am, tell us about the many things you did during the year that you wore the crown.
Well, when I was Miss World, I was blessed to have traveled all over the world, helping lots of different charities. Actually, in my year alone, we were able to raise over $40 million, which is thank you. Up to now, I'm the Miss World to have raised the most throughout her reign. So that is a huge accomplishment, and that I'm really proud of. But apart from the money, I really had the most incredible opportunity to give back to those who needed the most. I was able to travel to the Philippines and Indonesia and South Africa, in every single one of those countries, really giving back to the people who needed us the most. In South Africa, we worked with a group called Rise Against Hunger, and we were able to pack over 750,000 food parcels on International Nelson Mandela Day to give to different early childhood development centers, which are like preschools. That in these preschools, that food that we were able to pack for them and able to give to them is the only meal that these children get every day. So being able to provide 3 months worth of food to over 750,000 schools, basically, is one of the things I'm most proud of, and providing equipment to technological equipment so that children in low income schools that, for example, live in landfills can actually get out of that cycle of poverty and have a chance at a modern education. And really the work that I did as Miss World, and then 2 years after as Beauty with a Purpose ambassador, has been the most incredible, the best opportunity in my life so far.
It makes you see, when you go from one country to another country and you see the poorness in one country as compared to where you live, it really makes you say, hey, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for giving me what you've given me. Thank you.
It does. It makes you really appreciate and be thankful for everything that you have, to be able to have a roof over your head, and drinkable water every day, and food, and a proper education. There are things that we take for granted, and I've been lucky enough to not take them for granted anymore, because I've seen how much people all over the world really need it.
Lady, I like your attitude. Good attitude. Good attitude. As Miss World, you were invited to the royal events held at Hampton Court Palace and the Goldsmith Company.
Yes.
Wow, you like to ride horses, right?
I do. Well, no, not ride. I mean, I do like to ride horses, but I wouldn't consider myself like a professional or anything.
Yeah.
In my family, we love to watch horse racing, though. My dad is a huge fan of horse racing. We used to have stables and champion horses here in Puerto Rico. So when I was given the opportunity to attend the Royal Ascot, which obviously is like one of the biggest horse race competitions in the world, my dad was very jealous of me. It's basically what I can say.
Dads do that from time. I got a couple of kids myself. Dads do that. They love their children.
Yeah.
And there you are, representing the country of Puerto Rico.
Yes. I've been really lucky to have done so, and especially everything that Puerto Rico has gone through. Actually, when I was Miss World was when Hurricane Maria and Hurricane Irma hit here.
Yeah.
And I hosted a charity gala in between Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Maria. So before everything, on the island completely changed forever, basically. And all the funds that were raised originally for the first pediatric liver and kidney transplant unit in Puerto Rico
Yes.
ended up going towards reconstruction of the hospital
Wow.
after the hurricane. So
Yes.
I'm really honored to have had the title of Puerto Rico, across my chest, and to tell the world everything that we have to offer.
Yes. What city are you born in Puerto Rico?
I'm from the capital, from San Juan.
San Juan. Okay.
Yes.
One of my dear friends, he lives in Mayagüez. And every time I get a chance
That's a bit far. That's on the other side. I mean,
gotcha.
In Puerto Rico, technically nothing is far, but for me, like a 2 hours drive, it seems eternal. But I can imagine in California, 2 hours drive is like what most people do every day to get to work.
Yes. Wow. Wow. The other thing, it was quite a year for you. You could say that's the way, but unfortunately, you had to end. And if you can show that picture, you continued the legacy of Miss World by transferring the crown to the new Miss World 27. Tony, can you show that picture, please? There you are. Yeah.
That is Miss World 2017 Manushi Chilar from India.
Yeah. Hmm.
And I was lucky enough to accompany her to be given the title of Beauty with a Purpose Ambassador once I handed over the crown, and to accompany her on multiple different Beauty with a Purpose trips. And one of the ones that really created the most change during her year was when we traveled to India, and we were working with menstrual hygiene awareness throughout all of India. We were there for 2 weeks, traveled literally north, south, east, and west, all of India, visiting different villages and giving classes to young women and young men about menstrual hygiene, because this information is not something that we only need to teach the girls, but we need to teach the boys as well, because they need to understand that in order for your wife to have the children that you want, and for all of you to be a beautiful, happy family, you need to make sure that she's taking care of herself. And because normally it's such taboo in India and in most countries, actually, but obviously we were working in India in this moment, that they sometimes completely exclude the women out of the house when they're menstruating. So they, send them to live out in shacks where they die from spider bites or snake bites, or even, suffocation, because they'll light a fire inside the little shack, and the shack has no window, so they suffocate. It's these really horrible things. And so the fact that we were able to, really teach the people the importance of something that's so natural. Menstruation is the only blood that doesn't come from violence. So it really is important to life, to the world. And the impact that we made, not only by teaching the people, but teaching the government as well, the importance of it. We were able to make India the first country to remove the luxury tax from feminine hygiene products, which is a huge feat. And as well, they committed themselves to provide feminine hygiene products for all public schools in India, which is incredible. Right. And we worked with an inventor, basically, and he created a biodegradable and compostable sanitary napkins. And this also created employment for women in lower income areas, because they themselves were able to manufacture the things that they need and sell them themselves. And this machine, we've put it in different places in India. And luckily, we were able to bring it to South Africa. And now the company itself has expanded to different countries in Africa and different countries in Asia, really giving women an opportunity to be entrepreneurs, basically. It's really great.
It is. When you're dealing with these different cultures, how do people feel when you bring some of your culture to share with them? How do they feel?
Yeah, well, I have learned to really understand the differences between our cultures and see what brings us together rather than what separates us. So for example, I think the best example is the one that I said for the menstrual hygiene, when we teach it to the men. If you go into a country and say, oh, you guys are all terrible people because you don't take care of your wife, like you can't say that. That's a horrible thing to say. So you need to teach them that it's both of your responsibility to make sure that if you want to have a happy family, you need to make sure that she's taking care of herself, and you need to help her in all these different things. So it's really seeing what ways you can convey what you want to teach them without it being offensive or disrespectful, because in no way, shape, or form is that ever what we want to do. We want to, you know, just make sure that everyone has the same opportunities everywhere.
Gotcha. You also model. You are an international top model. God gave you a gift. You're being beautiful as you are.
Thank you.
What brands have you represented over the years?
So I've done a lot of local designers here in Puerto Rico,
Yep.
and I've been able to model for different designers in Paris. But the one that I'm most proud of is a local Puerto Rican designer. That she was the first designer ever to present her from Puerto Rico, the first designer to ever present her collection in Paris Fashion Week. So that is one of my best, one of my favorite achievements that I've been able to do in the modeling industry, as well as model for other international designers like Agatha Ruiz de la Prada, and different companies here in Puerto Rico and internationally. It's really, really
Thank
great.
you. I understand that you want to go to school to be a lawyer, an entertainment lawyer?
I did originally. So before going to compete at Miss World Puerto Rico, I was actually studying at Pace University in New York City. I was studying to communications and pre-law, a double major, to eventually combine them and go into entertainment law, because I've always loved the theater and I've always loved being on stage, and whether it's singing or dancing or acting or whatever it is that may be. And I wanted to have enough knowledge that if when I entered the industry, I could defend myself.
Yes.
And that I could also help others with my same passion if they ever needed my help. So that was my original intention. And then I was only in school for a year, and then my life flipped 180 degrees because of Miss World. And so I've really been focused on the giving back aspect and promoting all of these charities all over the world. And now with all of this, I'm slowly able to get back to what I was doing before Miss World.
Stephanie, and as if you didn't do enough, you're now here in Hollywood, trying to get in Hollywood, pursuing a television and film acting career. Yeah. What is that right there that he put up on the screen there?
It's
the Hollywood sign.
Which I
Hollywood.
I still haven't gotten to see, because obviously because of the pandemic, I'm here in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
But soon I will be there. It's a goal that I've always had. Like I said, I've always loved being on stage. I was in the San Juan Children's Choir since I was 4.
Yes.
So when I was 4 years old was the first time I was ever allowed to be on stage and to showcase my talents. And since then, it's like my home, being on stage and entertaining others in this kind of way.
Now, you've done some stage work. I mean, let's see, The Little Mermaid, Fame, Godspell, Cinderella. I mean, you took big ones.
I did a few things. They were not huge productions, but I'm really thankful to have been able to do a few things in theater. Most of them were ensemble roles. But to me, it was just the fact that I was on stage was the best part of it all. I could literally be just the lady that sweeps in the background, and just to be on the stage and be part of a performance, be part of something that makes people feel and makes people, just react and be entertained and all these kinds of different things, to me is the best opportunity. And I was also able to do a short, aside from my stage work, I did a short film when I was like 14 or 15, I don't even know. And
is that alive?
I'm sorry?
Alive?
Yeah. It was a beautiful film as well. It's in Spanish, but it has English subtitles, and it's about a war veteran, I guess, but he's like a young guy and he was injured at war, and then he comes back home and he's like dealing with like his feeling of uselessness since he's injured and he can't do anything, and you know, he needs to find a way to adapt, and he finds in the end that his reason to live is his little sister, which was me in the short film, and it's really beautiful.
When you get into this business, what kind of roles are you looking for?
That's a good
Comedy,
question.
murder, you know, or horror, what are you looking for?
That's a good question. I think the reason all actors become actors is because we love that challenge of being someone that we're not and making it believable. So I think just being given the opportunity to tell a story is the role that I want. I do have a bias though. If we're gonna pick, I love musical theater, and if I could do just anything musical theater, I would be the happiest in the world.
Got you. Now I understand you've got a new short film out that you've done about human trafficking.
Yes,
Can you tell us about that?
Yes, I am very, very grateful to be working with director Matt Hardy in this short film, and to be given this opportunity of being in a short film, especially one that has to do with such an important topic nowadays, which is human trafficking. It is a subject that is very taboo and that a lot of people either don't know about or don't speak about. And now it is a great honor for me to be part of this project where we're going to be shedding light on such an important subject that affects every single country in the world. It is a huge, huge issue, and to be like I said, to be able to shed light on the subject is very, very important. And you know, I take inspiration from another fellow Puerto Rican, Ricky Martin, who's one of my idols. That he also has a foundation that tries to stop human trafficking, and so to be part of the movement that is trying to create awareness and really trying to minimize it as much as possible is a huge honor. I know I've said it's a huge honor like multiple times, but really this is
keep it up
incredible to take part in this.
Yes. Tell us about some of the feelings you have that you as a woman can go anywhere you want. You've had an opportunity to get that education, that exposure, and that experience, and you can go as high as you want.
Yeah, thank you. That for me is a feeling that I'm really blessed. I'm very lucky and very blessed to have had all these different opportunities, like a good education, a good family, and all the things that before we were talking about that people take for granted: a roof over my head, water every day. But it just gives me more of a determination, because people might think like everything was handed to me on a silver platter and that I didn't have to work for anything. But that's not true. Everything that I have reached is because I strived for it and I worked for it. Yes. And now I have this incredible platform to reach out to people and to tell them, if I did it, you can do it too. If I can go to school, you can go to school. If I can win Miss World, you can win Miss World. If I can raise $40 million in a year, you can raise $40 million in a year. It's these things that I now have like the power to influence people in this kind of way, and it is a huge honor.
Like I said up front, you got a great attitude, lady. God bless you and wish you well in your endeavors and what you're doing. One day I'm gonna see that lady walk, and the winner is, this is the Academy Awards, and the winner is Stephanie Del Valle.
Yeah, let's project it into the world. We need that. We want that. Thank you so much, Ron.
Oh, thank you. Made my day. Definitely.
You made my day.
This is the Actor's Choice. I'm your host, Ron Brewington. The studio of Harvey Brandman Photography as an Artist, proud to offer you a $100 discount off any photo package valued at $300 or more. Now, Harvey's been in the business for nearly a quarter of a century, and he certainly knows how to take care of his customers. So please give him a call today at 818-954-9294. It's 818-954-9294. You'll be glad you did. And by the way, please tell Harvey that you heard about his offer right here on the Actor's Choice. Haiku, style, passion, heart. This is a release from author and attorney Ron Irwin. Now, the book was inspired by the author's first exposure to haiku well over a half century ago. And this experience produced within him a deep passion to experience Asia, which he later did as a U.S. Marine. The book is available in paperback at lulu.com. And Irwin says he'll give 20% of net book sales split evenly between the veterans of foreign wars and Vietnam veterans of America. Book to the future, time travel. Message in its capsule, a book by author Larry Buford. It's historical and faith-based account of how what we do and follow today will affect us tomorrow. And the author also calls this an adventure for those who want to travel back through time. The book is now available in paperback for only $17.95 from Amazon. So please get your copy today. And now a word from State Farm agent Carla Green. Roll it.
Let me ask you something. What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because the State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve? Let me help you with that. Give me a call. State Farm agent Carla Green, 213-239-9675. I look forward to speaking with you.
Okay, Ron.
Thanks, Carla. And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. For more information, call 213-239-9675. That's 213-239-9675. Ladies and gentlemen, to our Actors Choice Tax Squad, we're excited to announce that we're expanding into e-commerce. And next year, in 2021, the Actors Choice will launch a new product line, including t-shirts, mugs, totes, backpacks, sweatshirts, water bottles, caps, masks, and so much more. And as a side note, t-shirts come in men and women's sizes, and not all designs are available in both. But some items will be special order, but you'll be able to buy all of our merchandise on our website, located at www.theactorschoicela.com, And of course, we have other sources to be announced at a later date. So please stay tuned for more exciting news, and we may have a holiday surprise just for the Tax Squad. To be updated on our product launch and all the happenings with the Actors Choice, we ask you to go to our website and sign up for our monthly email. That's www.theactorschoice.la.org. And thanks again for being a loyal Tax Squad member. Okay, and finally, if you have a product, a service, or something coming up that you would like to see on this program, please call 323-533-1036. That's 323-533-1036. Okay? All right. Okay.
Still waiting on
We're going to go ahead and wrap it right now. I understand that our next guest has not shown up. So it's going to be a short show today. I want to thank all our good friends and families for coming out and visiting the Actors Choice. We'll see you next time. Take good care.